It was a real nice moment, I think, as a team that, when you speak about something like that and then everyone buys into that. As I said, it's not something that we're going to purposely go out and look to start again, because then that'll take our focus off what we actually need to do out in the middle. But by no means that, we're not going to take a backward step and let, any opposition try and be confrontational towards us and not try and give a bit back. I think that goes for most teams, to be honest, anyway, so it's not like we're the only team who does that. I don't think it's one of those things where we're going to necessarily just go out and start at it. I don't think either team's, really look to do that. I think there's just always going to be a moment in a test series where something does heat up. It's a massive series. There's a lot of pressure on both teams to go out and perform. So, look, the environment when you're out there, obviously there's going to be some moments and some heat showing, and yeah, obviously that night when Zach and Ben had to go out just sort of started it off. And look, we had the advantage of bowling last on in a test match to win. So yeah, we just threw everything that we possibly could at India, not only with our skills but also with their energy in the field as well. Yeah, I think if you get called back into a squad after a while, regardless of how old you are, you obviously you want to showcase your skills that you've got, regardless of how old you are. It could be Dorse coming back in, could be I don't know, people might look to that who are sort of aging a bit, maybe, knowing that it's not the end of the road. And I don't think Dorse is the type of person or character to maybe ever think that in the back of his mind, but yeah, it just shows if you keep working hard and keep putting in good performances consistently, then you're always going to be spoken about and be there or thereabouts. Overrate isn't something that I worry about. But that's not saying that I purposely slow things down. I do understand the frustration around it, but I honestly think there needs to be a real hard look at how it's structured. You can't have the same rules in Asia, where spin is bowling 70% of the overs, to have the same laws in New Zealand, Australia, England, where it's going to be 70-80% of seam bowled, because a spinner's over takes less time than a seamer's over. So, common sense would think that you should look at maybe changing how the over rates are timed in different continents. So yeah, he's come in. We spent some time around the team. I think he's been able to put into words what we want to do a lot better than what me and Baz would ever be able to do. And yeah, I think every team who ends up being, as good as they possibly can be, do have some external help come in and help put what we want to achieve into words. So yeah, look, we're just given ourselves, as much chance as we possibly can of kicking on to where we want to be, and we both felt that Gilbert was the right person to do that.